the language. Now, on this other side, regarding Gachagua, I may clearly say that he's going to work with majority of the shareholders. First of all, of course, they're the ones who are going to benefit the most. He also touched on trying to see the members, or trying to unify the members of UDA, first of all, and watafanya kazi nao kwanza ndio waongezee wale watu wengine ama other Kenyans now.
Yes.
So what's your take on the kind of language that these two are speaking? Regarding anasema tuna speak the same language, but it's clear that the president has something different, you know.
No, not even the president himself. Even Gachagua has something hidden in his heart. So, of course, they speak openly in, like now, how the president said yesterday when he was Turkana. He said that he is ready to work with everyone, regardless of political affiliations.
No.
Now, at the same time, the deputy president is also saying he has no problem with the president. But at the same time, he's seeking unity in Mount Kenya, and also wants to meet the former president.
No.
Why? Why this idea? Because last few months, they used to tell Kenyans, now it is time to work for Kenyans. It's time to initiate projects for Kenyans. It's time now to do what we promised the Kenyans during our campaigns. But from the look of things, it's not what they're doing. You know, politicians are very funny, especially politicians in Kenya. What they tell you today is not what they are thinking about tomorrow. What they are planning today, tomorrow will be completely the opposite. Now you can't trust them, because in the other hand, Gachagua is seeking for unity of Mount Kenya.
No.
What is causing him? Amefikiria nini so that ameona there is need to unite Mount Kenya region? What is this that has happened? And possibly he has learned that there is need for the unity of Mount Kenya, or the Mount Kenya is supposed to unite. And what about other regions? You see, we started campaign earlier, a week after the president has been sworn in. We immediately started campaign, and that's what has been happening in our country for a long time. After election, tomorrow we start campaigning for 5 years ahead, instead of working for the people who elected us. So even if Gachagua says that there is no problem, there is a problem. Except I've told you what politicians say today or tell you today, they mean a different, completely opposite, a different thing in their hearts. Yeah. So to me, I'm seeing divisions in order, up to even 3. Obviously, Mount Kenya, even if Gachagua is saying kwamba Rift Valley and the Central Province, or Mount Kenya, who has told him like that? What if Rift Valley decides to join Western? Where will Mount Kenya go? That's what Kenyans are asking themselves. Okay, does it mean they have completely differed with the president, or is just speculations? Yeah.
And of course, that is a question that most Kenyans are asking, you know. Is there really a rift between Gachagua and Ruto? It's just speculations, you know, because both of them are saying we are fine.
We are fine.
We are fine. You know, we're
But
speaking
which
the
is
same
not
language.
true. Imagine it's not true.
Of course, some actions and signs speak louder than words.
Yes.
You know. Now, when we now move to Mount Kenya, we are seeing Rigathi trying to unite Mount Kenya. You know, so that his words, come 2027, they vote as one block. Now, we saw during Mwai Kibaki's era, for example, Mount Kenya region voted as one block for the president. Uhuru's term, also first term, Mount Kenya voted as a block. But now, kumekuwa na disparities in Mount Kenya, because even according to Rigathi, now come to Ruto's time, for the first time, Mount Kenya did not vote as a block. And one of the reasons as to why he's seeing this is because of the handshake between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. Do you think that that is actually the major thing that is ailing or dividing the Mount Kenya region? Ama there is something else?
To me, actually, let me start with what I have told you a few minutes ago. The problem is area campaigns. You know, as you start area campaigns, they revive many things, past events, past history. Yeah? You see? So we keep on telling people politics has no enemy, politics has no enemy, you can unite with your enemy. But you see, as much as you start area campaigns, then you revive other past campaign problems where people fought, who could not, yani mwenye hakukubaliana na fulani. You see? Because kama hiyo haingekuwa, then we could have not hatungekuwa na formations or political parties. You see? So the problem is area campaigns. Politicians in our country, including the president, is the one who started campaigns earlier. And you see, as the president, if you start campaigns earlier, what do you think other people will do? They will copy what you are doing. Wataona kama wanachelewa. If the president has started campaigning, what are we supposed to do? They also start campaigning. So what we are saying is indeed time to work for the people of Kenya. When are they prepared to work for the people of Kenya? Because all along is campaigns. Even, okay, the reality is the president is going round. Of course, is the president. As if his role or purpose is to initiate projects all over the country. But if you hear what comes out of his mouth, maendeleo ndio mingi kidogo, siasa ndio nyingi. You see, you are telling people about the past. We cannot build on the past.
No.
We cannot dwell on what happened last year or during Uhuru's regime. You are the president right now. You are supposed to work for Kenyans. Don't compare yourself. Okay, why should you compare yourself with the other regime? And of course, if we ask then again other questions, is that you are deputy president. And you know, a deputy president, this is a new constitution where the deputy president has power, is almost equally as powerful as the president.
No.
That's why it is impossible for the president to afukuse a deputy. Like now, what I had during the president's journey in Rotwa, he said, you remember I came here last time, hii project mimi ndio nilisema na tulipeana 1 million.
Yeah,
walipeana na nani? Na Uhuru. In other words, in another way around, he's saying Uhuru hawakufanya kazi pamoja. Where did he get this money? Ni sa serikali. So hatutaki kona. Let us go straight working for the people. Because the beneficiaries should be common mwananchi. Not politicians. Now instead it's opposite. They are ganging up. They have started forming in political groups, secretary. And I think this is what is happening all over. Even in bars, hotels, this is what they are doing. Yeah.
And speaking about, of course, the campaign season, because that is where we are. We are at, despite our leaders telling us, maneno ya campaign ilisha, but they are still campaigning.
They are campaigning.
Either way. Now, when you look at Rigiji and Uhuru Kenyatta, is it as simple as Rigathi Gachagua sending an invite to Uhuru Kenyatta so that they can talk?
A very good question. But as Gachagua apologized to Uhuru Kenyatta, he must apologize. He has to apologize to Uhuru Kenyatta first. Uhuru Kenyans have forgotten what Gachagua amefanyia Uhuru. Alikuwa anaongea kutoka kwa mdomo. He has to apologize first. It is not easy as Gachagua is thinking. He must apologize if really he wants unity. Kwani Gachagua anamaanisha unity aje? What's unity? Unity na umekera mwingine, umemchafua, you have tainted his name, umemharibu kabisa. You don't recognize him as former president. And I think I read somewhere, not read, I don't know whether it's news. There is something I watched yesterday somewhere about how Gachagua came to meet Uhuru. By that time, Uhuru was Minister for Local Government. And Gachagua was a DO during Moi. So Uhuru was his boss in the ministry. Unanielewa? So actually, as people of one country, one people, you should work together, especially when you are coming from one region. Mtu ambaye amestrengthen uwezo wa kisiasa kwa hao watu wako huku saa hii, wale wanasiasa wako central, is Uhuru Kenyatta. And actually, if you compare right now, this one is about 15 months ago, since this government came to power. And if you compare the 15 years, the one, you cannot compare the 1 year of Uhuru when the first years when in office. This regime has been borrowing secretly and silently. Now they have reached 212.3 billion. And we are saying we don't want to borrow, we are not borrowing. We can't rely, we can't dwell on borrowing. You see? So, sometimes what I'm saying, let us not to see fanya mambo mingine from the back door. That's why I've said what politicians are telling you today, tomorrow is a different thing. Yeah. So you can't trust them, especially our leaders in this country. They go around telling people a lot of promising people even heaven. And why they know that heaven is for God. They promise people everything, even what they cannot afford or do. That's lying. Let us tell Kenyans exactly what we are able to do, what we can do, and what, according to the means of our budget. Not what we are intending to get.
No.
Yeah.
And most definitely, when we talk about Uhuru Kenyatta, now that he's part of our discussion today, of course, when we mention Uhuru Kenyatta, we cannot fail to mention the likes of Sabina Chege.
Sabina Chege, yes.
What do you think, or what do you see the future of Sabina is, one in Jubilee and two in politics generally?
It is exactly what is going to happen in Luoland and the other regions of the country. Let me answer that question by asking another question. What will happen to the repairs in ODM if Ruto joins hands with Raila? It's the same case to Central. You see? So, what we are saying, kuna ile language wanasiasa wa Kenya wanajidanganya eti siasa haina enemy. Ndio sababu David anataka kuungana na Uhuru bila ku apologize. Uhuru is the senior most politician in Mount Kenya right now. No. In any case of kingpin, it is not necessarily when you are a kingpin you become the next president. Or you are the one who is supposed to fight for presidency. Yeah. It's like UDA was for Johnson Mutama. Yeah? Is there as the chairman. But the presidential candidate is Ruto. Yeah. So what we are saying, if Gachagua wants to unite with Uhuru, and this is what is going to happen, take it from me. He must. Lazima kuwe na requirements fulani. The first one, lazima Gachagua asema anaacha UDA aingie mahali Uhuru wako. Because there can be no unit. Wakati UDA, Gachagua wako UDA. Yeah. Na Uhuru wako Azimio. Lazima one iwe dissolved. For the sake of unit. If then what we are saying, looking for his unit, then one party must be dissolved.
Dissolved, yeah.
To join the other.
Mm-hmm.
Who is ready to dissolve his party?
That is a question that we are asking.
Who is ready to dissolve his party? Remember what William Ruto did? He dissolved URP and joined Jubilee. Is there anywhere URP is in this country, appearing in this country? Umesikia mtu yote akiongea juu ya URP? No. Yani iliisha completely.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying this is what has been happening with our political parties. Because of what? Politicians are not trusted people. They are never constant with what they are doing. They are, yani wanajoini kwa mlengo fulani. Hapa nitakuwa minister. Hapa nitakuwa kitu fulani. Not for the benefit of common mwananchi. Mtu asikudanganya. Even the deputy president is looking for unity of Mount Kenya because he's speculating some glaring nini kutoka kwa rais. Yeah, statements kutoka kwa rais. Unaona? Yeah. Lakini rais hajaongea. What the president insists is that he's ready to work for everyone,
yeah.
Regardless of political affiliation, he's ready to work with any region, with any politician. You see? When he speaks, when he says like that, so people simply take it that maybe he has Raila in mind. You see? And of course, what if he works with Raila? Is there any problem? Is Raila not a Kenyan citizen?
He is a Kenyan citizen.
He's not one of the leaders who has been in this country. He fought for multi-party democracy. Yeah. If otherwise, all ile development tumeona hii Kenya hii ni msukumo wa Raila. Wengine hawangekuwa wamefanya. But that's also what we are saying. Let us first agree in diplomacy. We change some of the drafts in our constitution concerning elections, electoral IPC, and elections as a whole. Yeah.
And most definitely, of course, that is what you're looking at now that the talks have resumed. But Saizo Mesema, it's going to be mostly held in a confidential way. I'd say, yeah.
Summarizing what has been
summarizing what
to them.
Yes, most definitely. Now we are looking at that. Of course, later on, probably in the next CS, I will probably look at the complaints by the Mount Kenya region, saying that they have not been given a place or position to present on the bipartisan talks. Of course, we are going to look into that most definitely.
But they have been there. The Mount Kenya region, they have gone there. They have gone there. Most of them. Yeah. With their lawyers. Professor Gitu Muigai comes from there. And there's a group. I saw a group of politicians presented by their lawyers. And many other leaders from Mount Kenya region. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, most definitely. Of course, yes, we have all seen that. But there are complaints, of which we'll try and see. We'll try and look into it so that we can try at least and get more information on it. And most definitely, in the next Siasa, we are going to address that and many more. So for now, of course, we are asking the question to our viewers: who do you think is going to fold if Mount Kenya has to be united, or is looking for unity? Is Uhuru going to fold, or is Gachagua going to fold? Because we know who needs who. We know who needs who. But yes, that is the question that I'm asking to you, our viewers. And thank you so much for joining us on Ask Siasa. Thank you so much, Mr. Nyamwea. And as usual, I might be coming to you. You might be coming to us for the next Siasa. But until then, we're saying thank you so much. And we're going to see you in the next Ask Siasa.
Thank you.